Welcome to this week's episode of Budget Arena with me, yours truly, your host, Krim. This week, we're playing a user-submitted list from a wonderful viewer who took the time to send me this list. I believe it was submitted to us by MadManMcCarty, and of course, it was originally done by Strictly Better MTG. It's only using 4 rares. Right, for the 4 rares in this deck are we'll talk about it in depth, but it's just like it's going to be split between Legion Warboss and Siege Gang Commander. Otherwise, we're just playing a ton of little cheap haste 1-drops. That's it, just hasty 1-drops. Go to the face. And then one of the it's very straightforward, but also insanely cheap. As you can see, paper wise, moto wise, and of course on Arena, it's only 4 rares. The rest is just mostly uncommons. Let's take a look over the some of the cards in the deck that are going to be standing out to us. So here you go. Here are the 4 cards. Let's start off up front with Tin Street Dodger. Now, of course, this is just a 1-mana 1/1 goblin with haste. This kind of just represents all of the threats in our deck anyways. It's mostly just a ton of 1/1s with haste. That's all it is. But this one specifically is pretty sweet because Tin Street Dodger can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with Defender. So only things with Defender can stop Tin Street Dodger. So this actually is very evasive as we don't really run into too many Defender threats. Paired like this and all the 1-drops that we have in our deck pairs very well with the next card here. I think this is actually what kind of glues the deck together for the reach here. Cavalcade of Calamity, 2-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. So with this, our 1/1s deal 2, and on top of that, we can immediately trigger Spectacle, and especially when paired with some of the rares in this deck, like we'll talk about it later, like Siege Gang Commander, you can swing with the Goblins, get the initial 1 damage in, and if they don't have any blockers for the little Goblins, then you get 2 damage in, and then you get to send the Goblins flying off with the Siege Gang Commander for 2 more damage. So each Goblin could essentially be 4 damage. So this card is just, let's not even talk about points of the game where this is going to be stacking on top of each other, where if we have more than one of these, then it's 2 damage per attacking creature, and so on, etc., etc. And then, of course, Legion Warboss, one of the rares in this deck. This makes a Goblin. It's a 1/1 Goblin, which is huge, because that's going to pair well with the, Cavalcade of Calamity. And of course, Legion Warboss is just a sweet card, especially when left unchecked. This can run wild, as has many things to teach its friendly little goblin lackeys, because it has Mentor. And yeah, once again, it makes 1/1 goblins, which is huge, because Goblin and 1/1. And the other rare, because we only have 2 rares, by the way. Once again, 4 rares in the deck. This is half of the rares. The other half is Siege Gang Commander. 5 mana, enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, pay to sacrifice a goblin. Siege Gang Commander deals 2 damage to any target. You can launch your tokens that you make off Warboss. You can launch a ton of 1/1s once you're walled off and not able to get through. As I mentioned earlier, you send in the team, trigger Cavalcade, and then, sure, blocks, but before damage, then you send all the goblins flying. And, of course, the nice thing about Siege Gang Commander, it can send itself. And this kind of just, is the top of our curve. We don't really have too many 5-drops. Pretty much the rest of it is just all a bunch of 1-drops and a bunch of burn spells. We play, Force Skewer the Critics and, Shocks and Lightning Strikes. And we just try to close out that way when after the Goblins get our opponent to a certain health point, and then we just close out with that. Without holding up any longer, let's see how this deck does in the arena. Kuga will be our first opponent to test out this list. Alright, we have 20 lands and a bunch of 1-drops. Yeah, I don't, ooh. Not exactly the best thing to see either, but yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and go with Wily Goblin on 2. Alright, our opponent has what looks to be on Esper. They seem to be on Esper right now. Could be blue-black, I mean, fine. It's not exactly hurting me if they're blue-black. Alright, let's try this. Cavalcade of Calamity. Swing in. We've now triggered the spectacle portion of Light Up the Stage. So let's go ahead and sack this treasure. Ooh, painful. Mountain Shock. Just exactly what we don't need. Alright. Don't kill any of my threats. Aha! It was a shock. Which will be revealed to you to be, well, we've got another shock. I mean, they already knew about it, but whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and deal some damage here. This Cavalcade's doing work. Well, let's go ahead and fire off. Okay, I'm a little... Yeah, I mean, this is okay. Sure. I'm not going to play the Torch Carrier or the Fanatical Firebrand. I'm going to wait. Darn it. They gained life. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, now that we've seen them play that, we're going to just send in everybody. Okay, pass it back to the opponent now. Kaya's Wrath. Unfortunate. Alright, let's just send 3 damage upstairs. Come on, Lightning Strike. Nope, that is not a Lightning Strike. It's kind of like it, except, as in it helps cast it. But a Mountain will not do it for us. Our opponents just played a Kaya Orzhov Usurper. This can't be good for us.
I'm gonna make you suffer.
Like, that's 2 life they're gaining right now. Ooh. This Kaya's gonna be a beating. Alright. Legion Warboss, sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, you know what? Just send it upstairs. Because if they're gonna plus anyways, they're gonna gain 2. They're gonna plus Kaya, they're gonna gain 2, exiling 2 cards from our yard. If they minus to get rid of the token, that means they're not gaining 2 life, which puts us in a position to draw a Lightning Strike.
You're not welcome here anymore.
That makes sense. Oh, okay. Teferi is a card.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Nope, yep, they saw the line.
Slow down.
They tuck the Cavalcade. Oh, boy. I mean, I guess we kill Teferi.
This is hard.
We can never let Teferi stay around. Well, we'll try this. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna play it out. We got a wily Goblin. Opponent's got his Kanta, unfortunately. Kaya's, like, oddly doing a lot of work right now. I think the opponent could have been potentially exiling our spells. Like, 1 spell, 1 creature. Ugh. Okay, that resolves. Do we have any creatures left? So, we're not drawing anything that's going to keep us alive or doing much of anything, really. Sending the Goblin to their face puts them at 6. And keep Kaya at 3, I guess? Keeps Kaya at 3. Or we send them, put them down to 4. They have nothing to gain to push them up to 6, but they could just ult, which is also good. They would gain 6 life. Yeah, you know what? Just send that to Kaya.
You have to do better than that. How did you do that?
You have to keep Kaya at a low health. I mean, we still have a shot of drawing ourselves out of this. Yep, nope, never mind. That's gonna do it. They gained too much life for us this game. Unfortunate, we almost got there though. Dolish Hunter, good luck opponent. Alright, we're gonna try to get there with 1-drop tribal. 1-drop tribal. Alright, 1-drop tribal, let's go. I mean, I say 1-drop tribal as we stare at 2 drops, but whatever. Okay, is this Merfolk? Merfolk will be a huge pain for us, by the way. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and fire. I'm not gonna fire off light up the stage right now. I'm gonna wait a second. Looks like it might be Merfolk though, or it could just be the Simic Nexus deck. Yep, it's Merfolk. Ugh. Alright, so we gotta go fast. We gotta go now. To that player or player... Okay, Planeswalker or creature. Unfortunately, not... Planeswalker or player, not the creature. How unfortunate. Alright, let's get in there. Oh, if we could just get another Cavalcade, this would be perfect. This means that we'll at least be able to trigger Spectacle fairly easy. Oh, that's fine. I mean, I'm totally fine with trading our 1-1. We're not doing anything with it anyways. At this point, we're just going to try to send as many 1-1s at our opponent's face. Just because of Cavalcade. We ever get to stack? Oh my lord. That is Jungle-Born Pioneer from the opponent. That's a concern. Oddly enough, I think I'm going to try to just see if I can I'm going to hard cast Light Up the Stage. I know it seems weird. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play Fanatical Firebrand. Send in 2 with the Wily Goblin. We leave up Fanatical Firebrand to ping down the Jungle-Born Pioneer. Just gotta kill the Pioneer. Gotta clear the way. And then we're gonna go ahead and cast Light Up the Stage off Spectacle, netting us a Lightning Strike and a Torch Courier. Alright, Jade Light. Yep, they're probably gonna keep that Kumena's Speaker or whatever on top. Or they could go top and then throw it away to make sure that Jade Light's a 4-3. Ooh. So now we have the option of drawing a Shock. We didn't, but it's fine. Oh, we gotta play this now. Is it better? Yeah, you know what? We'll Lightning Strike here. I think I'm okay with Lightning Striking our opponent because we have Siege Gang Commander, so we do have more ways to burn our opponents soon. All we need to do is just attack, have like 6 mana up, and then we could get the trigger off Cavalcade, and then also be able to launch them at block. Right, what does the opponent have in hand that they're targeting our Torch Courier for? Okay, so opponent's gone Jungle-Born Pioneer plus Silvergill Adept, revealing a Jade Bearer. That's fine. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. A second Cavalcade. Okay. So now we don't attack, right? There's no reason to attack right now. Let's just make sure that Siege Gang Commander's here and okay. They're probably waiting for a fine turn here to either sleep. Well, they need a second blue for sleep. Or to play the Merfolk, Miscloak, whatever, Merfolk Lord person thing. No, we're not blocking, by the way, at all. Like, there's no reason to. Alright, so if they draw a land here, it'll be a blue one specifically. That'll be troublesome. Okay. They did. We draw another land. We got some... We'll be cooking with gas. We draw another land here. Alright, they tap down Siege Gang Commander, sure. They send in... Okay, they send in the 2-2, that's fine. The army of 2-2s can just swing. I'm not gonna deal with that. Yep, take 2 or 4 or whatever. Okay. 8, right? But we're just 1 mana shy. We're just 1 mana shy. Actually, no, we have more than enough. We have more than lethal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then we just send all of them in and launch 1. Yeah! That's what I like to see. Yup, 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 yup. Yup. Good luck bowed or booed. What we need is to have that happen a lot more often. We need to start stacking up the cavalcades. That's where the power is at. That's what true strength is. And we need to win the die roll. We need to be going first every time. Alright, let's go. Torch Courier. Torch Courier. Why is that so hard to say? I have no idea. Oh, well, looks like we got Esper. Go ahead and send in Torch Courier. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spectacle. Let's just hope that we don't hit. Okay, that's fine. We didn't hit Siege Gang Commander, so we got Mountain, which is our third land drop, which we desperately needed. No Cavalcade, unfortunately. No Cavalcade. Alright. Ooh. A Legion Warboss is nice. A Legion Warboss is really nice here. Especially, I could sacrifice Torch Courier, give it haste. That's so tempting. Yeah, I gotta run for it. I gotta try, right? I mean... No, we don't sack the Torch Courier for no reason. Yeah, see, that would have worked out. That would have went real poorly for us if we sacked the Torch Courier. Goodbye, Wily Goblin. But at the same time, getting the, you know, the Legion Warboss underneath and absorb was so essential that I was okay with losing a Wily Goblin. Now we have to be a little cautious about, you know, what we commit to the board. You know, with Kaya's Wrath Lumen. So we send in 3 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. There's no reason to fire off any burn spells right now. Not until, like, we know that they're using their mana, like, and they're tapped out. Because that's 6-8 damage. They'd be at 4 after. Now, if we get to keep all of our goblins here, that'd be real nice. Come on, don't you want to be a little greedy? Just play with your health a little bit. Alright, so we technically have 6 now. We have lethal. We have lethal. But there's really no reason for me to fire off any of those burn spells right now when they've got 4 mana up. Alright, Kaya's Wrath. That's exactly what I want to see. So, yeah, that's lethal for us. Cool. So, end of their turn, we'll fire off this Lightning Strike, send it upstairs. Wait till our turn, fire off Shock. Shock into Skewer. Into another Skewer. Perfect. There we go. Good luck, Chocos? Chocos? I guess I'll try this. This has Shock. Some burn, I mean, not bad. I guess I can go next turn, Shock light up the stage. Let's see if this works out for us. Alright, so we drew Mountain Legion Warboss, so that's going to be great for us. I mean, they're going to definitely have a removal spell. Without a doubt, but I mean, we're going to at least force it, so that's pretty cool. Luckily we did that, because we would not have another land right now. Yep. Alright. Whoa! We gotta keep Legion Warboss? That's interesting. That never happens. Well, at least we got the token off Legion Warboss. That's all that matters now. Alright, well, we're gonna try to play Cavalcade. Whoa! This is gonna be sweet. No way! Holy cow! That is so much damage. Send it upstairs. Pass it back. Wow. Okay, that was... We also could have had an insanely lucky amount of draws, and it seems our opponent might have gotten a little unlucky and not drawing Shock or anything like that. And no matter what happens here, if they don't kill this... Yep, there it goes. Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Alright. This will be a fun matchup. Oh! Double Cavalcade! We just need 1-drops. We just need a bunch of 1-drops. Okay, I'm a little greedy. Yes, I understand, but... Oh. Okay. Torch Courier. How do you feel? Get in there, Torch Courier. Alright. Didn't die. Good start. So no shocks? Cavalcade 1. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Okay. Double Cavalcade is just, oh. Like, is there a better feeling than double Cavalcade? I mean, yeah, drawing my third land would be pretty sweet, but... Get in there. Oh, that's so good! I love Cavalcade! I think I just need my face now put onto... I think whatever... Is this an orc? I have no idea. A boar? Humanoid? Alright, so they are on some form of phoenix. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Just 4 damage. Yes. Yes, I would like to deal 4 damage. Put our opponent down to 5. So, next turn, we draw a land, we win. Like, we don't even need to keep the Torch Couriers. In response, I'll sacrifice to give the other Torch Courier haste. Aha! Alright. GG's, opponent. So this is 3 damage. And we'll just shock. Alright. Math G Ham? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna call you Ham. That's so much easier, because I like the name Ham. Alright, opponent's got a Steam Vents, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and send in Fanatical Firebrand, maybe resolve this cavalcade of Calamity. You know, we're really selling the mono red look right now, by the way. I love it. I love how much we're selling the mono red look. Yeah, just go ahead and play another Fanatical Firebrand and send them both in. Next turn, we'll go ahead and play Cavalcade. I want to save the Skewer. I think the Skewer could be useful. Alright, so they're looking to be on Drakes. Alright, so they're not shocking for this. I'm going to hold the shock, by the way, that we have in hand for in the event that they clear off our board and we need something for, like, light up the stage. By the way, on Twitter, I saw somebody do a whole cycle. It's just, like, fight up the stage for mono green. Mono white gets, like, night up the stage. It was like they made it into a cycle. I thought it was very funny. That's 4 damage with Cavalcade. Get in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfection. Perfection. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a Crackling Drake. Oh, or some kind of Drake's got to be hitting the board soon. No, I wanted that. Alright, I'll see you later, Fanatical Firebrand. You were good to us. Alright, they're firing off their shocks right now. That's enough to get a Phoenix going. Phoenix right now isn't a problem. We're at 17. Okay, it will be a problem if we continue to draw a bunch of mountains, but we'll draw some non-lands here in a minute. Give me a minute. Please don't discard another Phoenix. Oh. If it's not on top of the graveyard, it's out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Alright. Nice. Got lucky there. There's that light up the stage. Let's go ahead and shock the opponent. Fire off this light up the stage. And now let's send our one friendly goblin in. You know, that we're not out of it here. Now I'm actually feeling kind of good. Unfortunately, we kind of give him a target for a lava coil, but, you know. We get to keep all of our threats. That'd be the most... No! 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 No, 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 no! I want my goblin back! Okay, so this is 8. Hold the phone. Puts him down to 7. Oh, we're 1 damage off! We're 1 damage off! Ah, we're 1 damage off! Oh, no. We're 1 damage off. Right, so like I said, I Lightning Strike the Legion War boss. This only puts him down to 3, but it keeps us alive potentially this turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and send that there. I don't want to do that, Personally, I'd rather send it all upstairs. Because, like, so let's say we didn't remove the war boss with Lightning Strike. We send in the Goblin. That puts him down to 7. Then we Skewer and Lightning Strike. That puts him down to 1. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. We need a lot to happen here. We need a lot to happen here. I'm not going to go ahead and fire off the Skewer the Critics. No reason to. Alright. Oh! Oh! Go, 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 go! Yes! Yes! Get there! And the reason why I didn't play the Skewer the Critics last turn is also to play around Spell Pierce. We got there! Dower Cliss, I think? Yep, that's your name. That's what I've named you, and that's what you're gonna be. Good luck, opponent. Let's try this. We're gonna start off with the classic mono red start. Mono red start. There we go. See how the opponent feels now. Alright, can we draw something like we need the thingamabobber, the the sweet 2-mana enchantment. We need our sweet 2-mana enchantment right now. I think the Cavalcade of Calamity would be pretty sweet here. Yup. And let's go ahead and send in the team, or most of the team. Okay. Attack. Pretty much letting the Torch Courier die here. They can choose to block, or we just trade a Torch Courier. Like, if they block, we lose a Torch Courier and call it a day. Ideally, we need to draw some lands or that enchantment real soon. Calamity is such a hoser in this deck. It's so good. Okay, more 1/1s from the opponent. Alright, so they pitched a Fine Finality. That feels good. Reassembling Skeletons. Okay. Okay. Opponent has Priest, Forgotten God, Stitcher Supplier, Reassembling Skeletons. That is exactly what I want to see. I don't think we're lucky enough to have them sacrifice... Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and kill Priest of the Ancient or Forgotten Gods. If they decide to use Priest, we just sack Torch Courier. And they also clear the way for us, so I don't hate that either. I guess let's go ahead and pop the Stitcher Supplier. Yeah, let's pop the Stitcher Supplier. We're just going to go right to combat here. They're going to probably send the Reassembling Skeleton in front of something. That's okay. Although the Firebrand could have gone to the opponent's face, which was nice. At least Tin Street Dodger does. Ooh, no. Not this. Okay, this is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and pay for the Tin Street Dodger. Send in our two friends. I mean, it sucks, right? We gotta get rid of that Midnight Reaper. In a way, it's like a Druid card. As of right now, at least Tin Street Dodger just keeps working its way through. Okay. Oh no. Unfortunate. So now we have no board. How do we get out of this? We're close, right? We just need to get to Siege Gang mana and then we'll be okay. I think Siege Gang mana and like not followed up by like a board sweeper here. No board sweeper, no ridiculous Molder Hulk, and I think we can possibly win it. Like, we need to keep Siege Gang, obviously. Ideally, I want to draw, after drawing 5th land, I want to draw 6th land, so this way I can untap with Siege Gang and send the Goblins flying. The enchantment would be really nice, too, but that's depending on whether or not we keep Siege Gang. Okay. That is a concern. 3, 4. There's 4 threats in the yard. 4 threats in the yard. Plague Crafter. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess we're choosing Siege Gang, Commander. I think we're gonna wait for Cavalcade of Calamity. I don't think there's a reason for me to play it right now. Kind of opens it up to getting removed by Vivian. Plus, you know, potentially another Plague Crafter. We can just go ahead and sit back and just... Oh, so hurtful. That's 14 health now. They have 7 power. Alright, so there's... Well, this is what we can try to do. Play Siege Gang. Hopefully untap with Siege Gang. And then what? And then we Cavalcade of Calamity? No blocks. So we're going to take the full 7. We draw a land here. We can swing with team. Well, I mean, well, not likely. I mean, they have Molder Hulk. Oh, no. Their 1-drop is Stitcher Supplier. Their 2-drop is most likely Priest of Forgotten Gods, and 3-drop is Midnight Reaper. That's very interesting. So, I send in squad. At least two goblins are going in. That's a total of 6 damage at the opponent. Puts him down to 12, right? Because these 2 will attack. And then we can fling 4 more. That puts him down to 8. I think we only swing with 2 here. We only swing with 2. Whichever ones they choose to block. It won't matter because I'm still going to just send the goblins upstairs. Target a creature or a planeswalker. Alright, let's just go ahead and sack a goblin. Send that upstairs. If they sacrifice 2 other creatures, it'd most likely be any 2, it doesn't matter. They lose 2 life anyways. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll just sacrifice the other goblin being blocked. And so they lose 2 because they sack Midnight Reaper. Yeah, they draw 2, unfortunately, but... they also have the mana to go ahead and... I mean, let me think here. This is... Ugh, gross. Okay. So that puts him down to 7. Exactly 8. So yeah, that's good enough. So we were able to end the league at a total of X and 2. That's right. X and 2. 5 and 2. 5 wins, 2 losses. We started off with a rough... Well, actually, we started and ended on a loss. So we got a lot going with the deck, though. It was a lot of fun. We were able to get the Cavalcade of Calamity to go off and go when they started stacking in some of the games. You got to see how ridiculous it can be, especially with these hasters, because they're just 1 mana 1/1 hasters, and they start adding up though, like health total wise. You know, they take a bunch of chip damage here and there, and then Cavalcade comes down, then it's even more damage. You know, it's okay, because, you know, at the end of the day, though, this deck was super budget, a lot of fun. So I want to thank, seriously, thank you so much, McCarty, for sending this in for me to play and try out on today's episode. I don't think I could improve it anymore, considering, how cheap this was. The amount of wins you can get with this, with how cheap it was absurdly awesome. It was a lot of fun to play. Strictly Better MTG, great job making this deck happen. It was a blast to play once again, because Cavalcade of Calamity has a whole new meaning for me. I really enjoyed it, and plus I also just love the theme of goblins. So anytime I can play some more goblins, I'm all for it. Light Up the Stage, obviously a very good draw engine in our deck. And yeah, just we got there. We played a bunch of 1-drops, and it's just good enough in best of 1. So there's not much more I could say about it, other than without, of course, changing this into a more I guess expensive goblin deck. But even then, turning into a more expensive goblin deck doesn't really do much for the deck. Because we don't really want any Lord effects, because as soon as we pump our goblins, Cavalcade no longer affects the opponent. And I like Cavalcade a lot more then having the Trash Master or something like that. And, you know, maybe like a few more Legion War bosses to fill out the 3 slot. That's about it. Like a few more 3, like, yeah, 2 more Legion War bosses and maybe 1 more Siege Gang Commander, but I don't think we need too much. I mean, we don't have Goblin Pile Driver, unfortunately, so nothing's coming in at the 2 slot. So, you know, I think the deck, though, is a lot of fun. Take this deck for a spin. It's very cheap and just going to be a good time and very quick games as you watch this video. So thank you so much once again for everyone that, you know, came by, watched another episode, and continues to come by and support my content and support MTG Goldfish. I want to thank you. I want to send a big, huge, massive thank you to, once again, MadManMcCarty for submitting the deck and allowing me to play this, and then Slightly Better MTG for making it happen. So thank you so much. It was a blast to play it, and it was so cool just to get there with a bunch of 1-drops. Something about just playing a bunch of 1-drops and getting there real quick was perfect. So thank you so much, and as always, if you enjoy the content we make here at MTG Goldfish, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and to be notified whenever a new video comes up on MTG Goldfish, hit that bell icon. And of course, follow us all on all of our social medias, all the Goldfish crew, between, you know, me, you know, Saffron Olive, everyone. Just follow us all on social media. Go check us out, and, you know, go ahead and tweet at us if you ever have any questions or anything like that. And of course, if you ever have any deck lists, I'll always mull over the deck list. Go ahead and contact me at Crim@MTG Goldfish, and I will try to see what decks I can, you know, potentially work out, as this week is a user submitted week. So thank you so much for checking out once again, and as always, Crim, your host, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.